Hey guys, no time for an intro. No one's got time for that. The fine, wonderful people at Mooer have just sent me a new toy. You throw it again, that was rubbish. Do it again. Just try it again. What? Ow, my God. You almost took my neck off. The fine people at Mooer have sent me an empty box. You might be asking why. Because nobody has time for unboxing videos. They're boring, frankly. Cutting with scissors for half an hour and then you talk about the manual and the power supply and you're undoing those little cable tie things. Nobody's got time for that. All right, I've already unboxed it. I haven't used it yet. So we're gonna have a little play with that today. First time, let's do the video. All right, so this is the Mooer GE250. It's white. It has an unusually sparkly finish, which I love. It kind of looks like it's been ripped off the inside of the Millennium Falcon console, or it was made by the interior designer of the Death Star. Actually, the finish really does remind me of this Demoness guitar. I think it was called Snow Kiss Finish or something. I'll try and get a picture up for you. But look at that. I don't know if you can see on the old camera there, but it's beautiful, beautiful finish. It's quite futuristic, but retro at the same time. Now, people probably have seen that I've been using a GE200, which was the predecessor to this, for all my live rig stuff. That completely replaced amps, replaced pedals. So the 200 is a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter than this, but this packs more of a punch, you know, this is like the upgrade. So I'm really keen to try this one out. Everything I loved about the 200 is still there. It's got this real clunkiness to it, really heavy kind of buttons that really you just want to fiddle with all day and knobs that feel nice to the touch. But there are some new features with the 250 that are worth mentioning. It has XLR ports, very important. Lacking on the 200. It also has MIDI, which is great if you're lazy and you don't want to use your feet live to press the buttons. So instead of doing this, you can actually program to have your rhythm tone switch to your lead tone just before a solo. It does it all for you. Am I going to do that? I don't know. I'm actually probably even lazier in the fact that I can't be bothered to do that. The one thing that I think was really kind of strange about the 200, it didn't have an on and an off switch. Whereas this, they've rectified that there. Little on-off switch there. I was just pulling cables out and it was kind of weird, honestly. It just feels odd to not have an on switch. The other big game changer, maybe not for myself, but I think a lot of people out there, the tone capture capabilities. So this thing can actually capture real amps and, you know, much like a Kemper. I don't know if they're trying to rival the Kemper here. I suspect they probably are. And I don't know how that compares. I probably don't have time to do that in this video. Well, I don't have time to do that in this video. I don't have an amp in this room, for example. But so just to give you an idea, this is the GE200. This is what I use currently live. This is what I'm hoping will replace it. So you can see the size difference. Actually, there's not that much difference. There's a better way to do this. There really isn't that much difference in size, which is incredible, really, considering you've got all those things packed into this. It's got the XLRs, it's got the tone capture stuff, it's still got the expression pedal, which I'm probably not going to use that, but it's kind of like a stress relief thing to play with it like that. It feels good, you know? Like I said, it just feels good. Feels reliable. It feels like it's not going to break. To have all that functionality in one floorboard of that size, it is pretty impressive, and honestly it does look great. Cool, so there's only one thing left to do, and that's take it for a test drive. All right, I'm just about ready to turn this on. I've just had to switch to my phone before I do. I'll explain in a second, but basically these tone knobs, you might be wondering how sturdy these are, and I've just done a really great test actually to prove that. And well, yeah, I dropped my GoPro on the Mooer GE250 and it smashed it to shit.
Fatality.
So I think we can all agree this thing is an absolute monster.
Flawless victory.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you always, always use a screen protector. It's fine. She's fine. We're going to be fine. We can do the video, guys.
Round 2.
All right, well, now that I'm over, you know, smashing the screen on the GoPro, let's move on. Turn this puppy on. See what's going on here. Ooh, yeah, nice. Okay. Yep. All right, let's move on because that's not doing anything for me. How does this work? Okay, so you've got the bank up, bank down. And it seems to give you 3 options, A, B, and C, A, B, and C. Cool, fairly self-explanatory. Go back to the display, cool. Okay, so I'm on 1A. B, we got bass guy. I'm gonna waste my time with that. Before I move on, if you press the A and B, you'll get the tuner. Yes, pretty much everything lined up here. You can take the reverb off. Take the delay off if you want. Take the cab off if you're an absolute nutcase and you want to sound like this. You know, some people do. Back to display, you can save your presets there. Okay. That's got a really weird digital vibe going on with that. I have no idea what that's... God, that reverb though. Ooh, 7A, emotional solo. Upper bender. Yeah. I don't know what just happened. We're going to move away from Swelling Sky. So far, the impression I'm getting is that they're going for more realistic amp sounds, apart from some of the really weird shit. I think the actual sounds, like the amp sounds themselves, a little less digital, I find, with this than the 200. Okay, oh, hello, Loomis lead. Oh, I quite like this, the Mark V lead. Yeah, that's nice. Really nice. This is the Mark V RG, and I think this sounds pretty damn tasty. Okay, so here we have the high comp 5150, so this should be right. Up or down my alley. I don't know whether it's up or down. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty damn good, actually. Yeah, that sounds like a 5150, all right. British 800. No. British 900. Actually, that's pretty. So Iron Maiden. Oh. Also very Iron Maiden. That reverb. Throw that in the hole. Funk ACG crunch. Actually, that's nice. It's tight. Yeah, I mean, they definitely sound more as if I'm plugging into a real amp, rather than, you know, it sounds like they've captured some real amps here. Like the response, the feel of it, and like how tight. Doesn't sound digital to me. I can tell that with a bit more time, I can really create something cool here. I think we're entering that bit on any effects board where towards the end you're just getting some crazy ass, you know, when they've had a few spliffs and they're just coming up with, they've had a late night, they have to fill up the hard drive with some wacky tones. Angel Darkness. Nice. Oh, that's your Ingve, I think. Brutal RG. Cockering, it says. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but. So I'm just going to take that reverb off. Show you how to actually use this thing. Take the reverb off, double tap it for some reason, go back to display. Didn't need reverb on this tone, I don't know why it was on there. Nice. All right, no. Modern high gain, here we go. So with this one, sounds a bit thin to me. Let's check out the EQ. Okay, and we probably want to boost, not that one. Just for argument's sake, let's say we wanted to boost that a little bit. Maybe we wanted to boost a bit of that. Maybe we wanted to cut a bit of that. Cool, that's nice. They all feel nice. Very, very, very nice stuff. Back to the display. Let's go for Modern Recto, baby. That's nice. Nice. There's a bit Gary Moore going on there with 31C, I think. Oh, Metal Zone. Yeah, that's a Metal Zone right there. I wonder if they captured a Metal Zone. Oh my god. Take the reverb off, double tap that, and go back to the display. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a Metal Zone. All the cleans are lovely and clean. 90s metalcore. Good grief. I'm not in drop D, but. I don't think that was 90s. I think that was 2000s anyway. What's that Green Day song that sounds like this? Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Guess what it's called? Broken Dream. This one's called Holiday. I don't know. It's spot on. That is spot on Green Day. They've nailed it. They have nailed that. Ooh, this is called bass. That actually kind of sounds like Cliff from Metallica. 8-bit lead, now this could be a fun time. And that's it. I'm just gonna have a quick play around with the high comp 5150, see if I can make this guy sound a bit better. I think it's a good starting point. Turn that treble up. Maybe the presence down a little. Bit more bass. Yeah, I think it was lacking some bass. Yeah, gain seems pretty right. Okay, so let's say I want to add a overdrive. TS-808 is probably the one. Let's go for the 808. Oh. All right, that's obviously ridiculous at the moment. Let's get that tone down. Just gonna have... Yeah, that's good. Probably gonna take the gain down a little. Go back to display. Let's see what the cab is doing. Yes, of course, it's a rectifier 412. You can change the mic here. That's cool. Let's go for the SM57. I actually really like this one. Yeah, I want to see what this sounds like with a bit of delay and reverb. I haven't even tweaked that and it sounds good. Nice. That'll make a great rhythm and lead tone. Whoa, yes! I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm sweating buckets. Yeah, this is the tone. Like, it's taken a while to get here, but this is the tone that really is giving back to me. It's making me want to play, want to write music. I think that's so important. So, the impression I get is they've gone for a much more realistic vibe. Probably trying to rival the Kemper in that way. Tons of awesome effects as usual with a bit more tweaking. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bit more of a significant jump up from the 200. They've done it again. They've just added a ton more features, made it a bit more realistic. I think it's going to be a little bit harder to tweak than the 200, but I think that's a good sign. I think that means that there's a bit more going on, a bit more detail. The takeaway is it's just better than the 200. It's just a better version. Of course, it's more expensive, it's slightly bigger. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. It'll still fit in your backpack for touring. Sounds amazing. There's just more functionality. Blown away as usual by Mooer and their products. And it's like a polished version of the 200. The 200 was unbelievable, and this is like just taking it to the next level. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. And like, comment, and no, don't bother with that. I'm never gonna ask you to do that. You know, you do that if you wanna do that, all right? But, you know. You see where I'm going with this. I don't know if that's where the like button is. I don't. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching, and yeah, thoroughly recommend this. And I'll see you in the next video, whatever that might be. Catch you later.